This is the stamp mechanism. I'm going to show you how to change or put a new ribbon in this thing. So the first thing you do is pry this little cover off here. I may have to set this camera down for this. Just kind of pries off of here like this. Two sides. Gotta get both sides loose. There, then this just comes off of here. If I can figure out how to do that again. Hang on a second. Yeah, you have to pull this down to get this off. This fits in a little tongue back in here, right back in here. Each side has there's a pulley, or excuse me, a spool. There's a little spring back there, so it's spring loaded. You can push this back and then pop that cotter pin out of there, and you can do the same on this side. You can push this back, pull that cotter pin out. Now notice on this one that this drive gear right here is engaged with this drive gear, which means it's going to turn the pulley this direction. So the ribbon's going to go from this pulley over to this one. If I move this little lever over like that, notice now this one's not engaged, but this one is. So with this lever this way, that means that this spool is going to be driven. It's going to wind up here, and this is going to come off of here. But we're almost out of ribbon over here, so we got to make sure this thing's in this direction. And the ribbon, you see, comes off of here, goes through this slot, under this pin, through this slot, back onto this pulley. Okay. And we got to put this guy back on. But he sits on, this sits on a groove back in here, and it just snaps up into place. So that's kind of the way that thing works. I don't think there's anything in the mechanism that's going to move this when it gets to the end of the spool. I think I think you have to watch that and then manually say, I want the, and it's the opposite, right? If I turn it this way, the spool's going that way. If I turn it this way, the spool's going to go this, the ribbon's going to go this direction. So it's kind of backwards of what you think it would be, but probably better off looking at the gears back here. See, now this one's floating, right? There's no drive there, and this one's engaged. If I go the other direction, that means this is the driven pulley, and he's going to wind this ribbon up. If I move this lever the other direction, now notice this one's not engaged. He's floating, and this one is, which means this pulley is the driven pulley, and he's going to wind that back up.